Eric, earlier in the show, we compared Brady to guys like Terrell Owens, who got a lot of criticism for yelling at their coaches. Mm-hmm. So does Brady deserve to be called out too?
Well, yes and no. First of all, he's Tom Brady. He's 40 years old. He's a grown man. He's a grown man. 40 years old. He got 5 Super Bowl rings. But, I think all of us, as a former player, I think have went off on players and coaches. And it's nothing personal. You just want to win. I think in that instance, he knew he had overthrown a receiver. Josh said something like, look, man, I know what I did. It's just frustration because you want to win. Does he get a pass? It's like he said, it's football. If that was T.O., would he get a pass?
No.
Absolutely not.
Okay, so why did he get a pass?
No, I'm just saying, I'm telling you, he would not get a pass. Would Cam Newton get a pass? Absolutely not. First thing they would say, oh, man, this is why we can't win. He's selfish, he's all about him. And it's frustrating to see that, but we know he's going to get a pass no matter what. But you know it as a player. Sometimes you're just frustrated. It's just frustration. And I think for Tom, it was frustration. They were going to win the game no matter what. So that's why I say, be done with it. I mean, he's Tom Brady.
No.
It is what it is.
I played 14 years, and I never got into a verbal heated altercation on the sideline with a player or a coach because I felt what I wanted to say. I knew how it was going to be perceived in front of the cameras. I'll address it behind closed doors. I want the respect because, ED, I'm big on respect. I'm big on I don't care how old you are, if you're above me, I'm a player, you're a coach. That means you outrank me in authority. It's okay. Are you more important than me? No. Is Josh McDaniels more important than Tom Brady? No, that's not the point. That's not the issue. The issue was the way he reacted. And we've seen him do this before. He did it to Bill O'Brien in Washington. He blew up on the sideline. He showed up his receiver. Hold on. Me, and I knock on wood, John.
Now, it's different when you show up a player, another player. I don't like that.
Yeah. And so he was wrong. And we see a lot of this going on in society today because of I have this status or I have that status, I should be exempt from anything. No, there's not a man ever been born alive that's above reproach. There was one, but he doesn't count. But if you walk this earth currently and you breathe oxygen, you're not above reproach. I don't care if you got 10 rings. I don't care if you got 15 MVPs. Conduct yourself accordingly, Tom Brady.
Oh, okay. So Tom Brady then has a long-standing reputation of incident after incident after incident like this. He's got 2 in his whole career. He's 40 years old. He's got 2 incidents that got blown up.
Too many.
Too many?
Too many.
So let's go back to 2011. We're almost to 2018, so it's like 7 years ago. And it was in Washington, and the receiver in question was named Tyquan Underwood.
Yes.
Who lasted with the Patriots a grand total of 6 games that year. He caught 3 balls for 30 yards, and he ran the wrong route in the back of the end zone, which resulted in an end zone interception of one Tom Brady. So they go to the sideline, and how many quarterbacks in this league, back to Dan Marino, even John Elway, and I can certainly account for Troy Aikman because he could really get in receivers' faces. Every quarterback can get in receivers' faces. So for once, a young receiver named Tyquan Underwood, who was not going to last more than 6 games with the
Tom Brady didn't know that.
Yeah, he's in his face about you ran the wrong route. And Bill O'Brien, his coach, walks over to him, the coordinator who's on the sideline at that point, and tells him to back off. And Tom Brady, I call him Psycho Tom because he plays on hair trigger, he plays on razor's edge. He is extremely, almost crazy competitive. He goes off on his coach for telling him not to criticize a young receiver.
Right.
How many receivers in Tom Brady's career has he criticized publicly that you've known of? Did he do it to Randy Moss? Did he do it to Gronkowski? I can go back, I don't know, to Edelman. I don't know.
And you know why?
None.
You know why Bill O'Brien jumped him? He said, "Well, don't exacerbate a situation. You know he ran the wrong route. Why in the hell you throw him the football anyway, Tom, and get an interception?"
So thank you for bringing up that concept because yesterday Tom Brady is trotting off the field. He's 40 years of age. He has 5 Super Bowl championships, and he's played in 7. And Josh McDaniels has the audacity to say, "What are you doing?"
Yes.
He knows exactly what he didn't do.
Those last
he
two Super
missed
Bowls.
it.
Those last two Super Bowls.
He knew he missed it.
He missed
knew
it. And he also missed Philip Dorsett, who's just standing all alone on the sideline saying, throw it to me.
But Tom
And
didn't know he
Tom
missed
Brady
him.
screwed up and he knew it.
No, he didn't.
And he was furious with himself.
Skip, stop it. He did not even see Dorsett.
I think he did.
He was upset at Cooks. Josh McDaniels said he thought he was saying Brandon Cooks was wide open. Josh McDaniels was saying Philip Dorsett was wide open on the sideline. And hold on. Just because you got 5 Super Bowls, just because that doesn't give you're not exempt, ED.
You know, I agree with you with that. Don't get me wrong. I said because in the heat of the game, you know, when you're playing a football, and you know this, when you're playing a football game, I mean, I'll say, we played I'm on the Indianapolis coast. One of my offensive linemen run right by a linebacker. The linebacker gets me in the top of the, I get up like, what the hell, man?
Yeah.
What are you doing? I mean, you're just frustrated. It's
On
like,
the field or on the
the
sideline?
field. I mean, I'm like, what are you, I'm walking to the sideline. What, didn't you see him?
Yeah.
I didn't see him. He's 6'5", 255. You didn't see him? I mean, so it's just frustration. And I know when anytime someone yells at you, you have a tendency to go off and say something like, I know I messed up. Tom knew he messed up.
Yeah.
It was just he missed the pass. And you know what? As great as he is, he's a perfectionist. That's what he is. And it's not going to be great all the time. And you can sit here and say that you've never yelled. The camera probably never caught you, but I'm sure you went off.
I'm going to tell you what, and I remember just like yesterday.
High school, college,
no. In
never.
in 1993, we played the Minnesota Vikings.
Okay.
We got all 4 seams called. They run covered. They run like a 2 shell. But anyway, Vance Johnson was supposed to release outside all week. Release outside. He releases inside, and his guy
comes inside
and hits me in the back, and I drop a touchdown. Now, I'm mad at me because I dropped a touchdown. But then I realized, and I say, well, hold on. I was like, Vance, did you go outside? He talking about my bad. I was like, Vance, bro, you know you're supposed to go outside. You cost me a touchdown. He didn't cost me a touchdown. I cost me a touchdown. But he ran the wrong route. I wanted to strangle him.
Well, so anytime you were open, you didn't say, man, I'm open over here.
Oh, John did it. You couldn't wait.
You never say, I'm open over here. I'm open.
Oh, I tell Mike, hey, Mike, they biting today. He's like, what are you talking about? I said, these fish out here, they biting. Don't let them off the hook. Give me the ball.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show. Be sure to check out more of the best clips from Undisputed, or go watch a few segments from the newest show on FS1, First Things First, with Chris Carter and Nick Wright.